How's it going, everybody? This is Beat the Bush. This is the Grownsy baby bottle washer, sterilizer, and dryer all in one. Typically, sterilizers is a separate unit. This combines it all in one so you can save some counter space. You fill it up with water. It's 2.5 liters. There's a drainage tube that comes out of the back. 2 suction cups to hold it in place, and you just feed this into a sink. You have 2 options: a fast wash, which is 19 minutes. Standard washing takes 29 minutes. Sterilization takes 10 minutes. Drying cycle takes 60 minutes. After it's done all that, it'll enter a 72-hour storage stage. A baby bottle washer can save you a lot of time, especially if you have to do it 2 or 3 rounds per day. You pop these guys in, press the button, and then you come back later to clean bottles. It includes 60 baby safe detergent tablets. You just pop one in every time you do a cycle, and then it also includes 5 of these descaling tablets. If you decide to use the dishwasher for cleaning the baby bottles, you're going to end up cleaning them separately and then running that dishwasher multiple times a day. Not as efficient, not as clean, not as sanitary, not as baby friendly with these tablets. Let's wash these used baby bottles in this machine now. Once it's plugged in, press and hold the power button to turn it on. It's going to show 0 minutes. You have the option of fast cleaning, standard cleaning, sterilization, drying, and storage, and you can turn on or off each one of these individually. Let's say I want standard cleaning. It automatically turn on sterilization and drying and storage. The total time of that would be 99 minutes. If I remove the drying, it only takes 39 minutes. If I remove the sterilization, it takes 29 minutes. So if I want to have fast cleaning, turn off drying and sterilization, it only takes 19 minutes. To start, make sure you have the water filled up. Make sure you place the drain pipe correctly to somewhere to catch all the wastewater or into the sink. The lid has 2 magnets attached to it so that when you put it on top, it'll sense that the lid is on, and if something accidentally pushes it open, it beeps and it'll stop the spraying of the water, preventing all the water from splashing out. This is not just an enclosed lid. There's a slit over here for steam to escape. You can see that little hole here. It just kind of travels through the inside and out towards this outer edge over here. This top spinning nozzle is to clean the lids on the upper rack. You have a nozzle for each bottle. So the nipple goes on each of these sticks over here in the corners. I pulled this guy off, and it looks like you're supposed to remove this piece over here, but this actually stays in the machine. Pull up on the bottom rack with constant force, and as you're doing that, push on this tab once, come on the other side, push it again, and it loosens it, and now I can pull the entire thing out. After this, we can remove this little swing arm here. From here, we can clean the bottom out as necessary, and we can use a bristle brush to clean all this here. All these pieces here comes off, push this little tab here, and so on and so forth. Let's check out the detergent tablets. It looks almost like a piece of candy, so gotta keep this away from any kids. Disassemble this. I poured as much milk as I can now, but a little bit remains. You just kind of flip it over. Put this right over that nozzle there. And for this Hagen baby bottle, I removed the cap. The nipple can come out right here, and put that right there. I have the Phillips vent here. Remove that. Remove the inner piece. Put this over the other nozzle. Remove the nipple and put this over there. Do the same thing for this other one. I got 3 bottles in here, and put this upper lid here. I have this extra piece here. I think I'll just put it right there. This upper rack seems to be expecting 4 of these round baby bottles rather than these oversized square rings. And now we put the lid over. I'm going to do a standard cycle sterilization with drying. Press the bottom to start. The water starts spraying up like a fountain into the cap and ring pieces, and it's going to keep doing this for the next 29 minutes or so. Once it's done washing, the spraying stops and the steam fills up the machine. The sterilization lasts for 10 minutes, and then the fan kicks in to eject all the hot steam. After 16 minutes of this, even the little droplets of condensation on the lid fades and disappears. Finally, everything is completely dried. It's 5 minutes into the sterilization mode. The body of the washer is around 98 degrees. But the top is around 156. I can touch this. Yes, it does feel very hot to the touch. And I can feel steam coming off the top. The space where the steam comes out, it's around 174 degrees. Look towards the back where the water canister is. 184, 188 down there. And I can put this back on and it'll start up again. It's entered this 72-hour storage mode. Open this up. The fan was just on right now. It turned off on its own after I opened up the lid. There's a tiny bit of water stain, but otherwise pretty clear. Take a look at this one. Pretty clear. We can't really see any kind of water stains on these ones. No issues here. Remove that. Here's a result. This one looks pretty good. For these two nipples, there are very faint water stains there. It's probably because I'm using tap water. There's just some minerals that just get dried on. So put this on, completely sanitized now. For the bottles, there's also a little bit of stain from the hard water. Other than that, completely sanitized and ready to use. The bottom is completely dry. It actually completely used up the entire tank of 2.5 liters. It's kind of faint over here. There's a mark that says steam. After it was done with the washing cycle, it had about that much left. And then after the steaming, it pretty much used up the rest. You can see there's only 1 drop of water left in there. And I used a bucket here to collect all the wastewater just to see what it looks like. It looks a little bit cloudy. There's a tablet of detergent that's dissolved in here. I've got a pretty old style dishwasher, but let's try to clean these baby bottles with it. I'm going to use a normal wash cycle with a heated dry, so it's most comparable with the bottle washer. I'm going to load it onto the top rack because they're plastic pieces. Put this nipple thing right on one of these little sticks. And this little piece might be endangered because if it falls through the crevice like this, it might touch the heating element when it's drying. So I'm going to put it like over here. Now this is the harsh stuff I was talking about. I'm going to put this in here. Now the dishwasher is pretty large. You likely don't want to wash just 3 baby bottles here. This is what you have to do if you don't want to wash anything else with those baby bottles. So let's do that. Put that in there. Turn it on. It took about 70 minutes for it to fully finish washing. It still need to dry it, but I wanted to check it out and see what's happening in there. I noticed a lot of the bottles are actually flipped over here and it's collected some water. See? This one and this one over here. Because it got flipped over, it's not going to fully dry. That means you might have to like come in here, make sure everything doesn't have a puddle like so, and then we can continue the drying process. Let's keep it drying now. There's no sanitation cycle, and then another 40 minutes for the drying cycle. So the total cycle of this washing machine takes 1 hour and 50 minutes. The Grownsy machine takes 1 hour and 40 minutes. So this one takes 10 minutes longer and still does not do the sanitation cycle. So let's check it out now. It's a little bit damp here. There's no internal fan to blow out all the moist air. It's not completely dry. There's a few water spots. If I just keep on leaving this here, it should dry. It looks nice and clean with a few droplets of water on it still. I did some energy measurements on this thing when it's on the wash cycle. And the pump is running, it uses between 3 and 10 watts. And if the heater is on to make the water hot, it uses about 500 watts. After the 29-minute wash cycle, it used 146 watt hours. The sterilization cycle itself uses 73 watt hours. And the drying cycle uses about 164 watt hours. It used a total of 383 watt hours. That's about 1/3 a kilowatt hour. For mine, it's about 45 cents per kilowatt hour. So it's 17 cents to run it one time. I compared it to my big dishwasher, and running that one time through the drying cycle uses 650 watt hours. So that's about 70% more energy usage, but that's just the way you have to use it. You have to just put just the baby bottles in it without other dishes. Obviously uses less electricity than a full-size dishwasher. Uses those little washer tablets that's baby safe. It's a lot smaller, so there's not as much detergent in it. It's cheaper than those dishwashing liquid. During the dry cycle, it sucks in air, right? And it actually has a filter at the bottom, and you can just remove that, and you can replace this filter right here as needed so that it does not suck in any kind of dust particles and it'll go all over your baby bottles. It only uses 2.5 liters to do the whole wash cycle, much less water than if you were to hand wash these. Less time on your part. You just have to dump out the unused milk, disassemble it quickly, and then put it all in here. You set it and you come back about 90 minutes later. If you guys are interested in getting this Grownsy milk bottle washer, sterilizer, and dryer all in one unit, check out my affiliate link down in the video description below. Thanks for watching this video. Until next time.